So what is a Bitcoin comment? If the content of the block is to write yourself a check of new Bitcoins, the comments are the place where you write a check sending these Bitcoins to someone else. More officially, they are called Bitcoin transactions. When I bought Bitcoins in the previous chapter, I paid money to the store to write a comment sending Bitcoins to my account. That's why I needed to show my phone to this machine to let the store know where to send these Bitcoins. But what is inside of this comment? First, who writes the check? Then, who receives the Bitcoins? Then, how many Bitcoins he intends to send and how many Bitcoins remain in his account. Then he must prove that he actually owns Bitcoins by putting the ID of Bitcoins that he previously created or received from another user. Then he should give this comment its own ID, so that later the sender and the receiver can both point to this comment and use the Bitcoins that they own. Finally, the last part of the comment is a digital signature that closes the comment down and proves the sender's identity, just like signing a check. But the beauty of the digital signature is that if anyone changes anything inside the comment, the signature will stop working and we will know that something was changed. This is very interesting, but I have a question. Why there are no comments in the first block? In fact, there is no single comment in the first 170 blocks. Only there we can see the first comment ever created. The reason is in the unique way that we are adding comments to the Bitcoin network. You see, other social networks work a lot like a public board where anyone can post anything at any time, and other people can add new comments whenever they want. But the post and the comments can be deleted at any moment. In the Bitcoin network, it doesn't work like that. Instead, it works more similarly to a newspaper. In newspapers, people first write letters to the publisher, who adds them together and prints them in the next issue. Once they are printed, it is impossible to add or delete any letter to that newspaper. Bitcoin works very similarly. First, new comments are written by the users and then sent to the block writers, who put them together and add them to the next block that they are creating. Who are these block writers? I will tell you a bit later. What's important right now is that we can trust the block writers with our comments because the signatures protect them from being changed. So the block writers take between 0 to 4,000 comments and put them in the new block, and then publish them in the newest block in the chain. We already know that a new block is created once every 10 minutes, so it doesn't take long for our comments to be published. But once a block is complete and published, it's impossible to add or delete comments from it. So the only place where you can add a new comment in the Bitcoin network is in a block that wasn't yet complete and still doesn't have a block ID. Which brings me to the third and last part of the block, the block ID.